Young Scientist Award. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you scientist Dr.Redza.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Despite of all achievements, so what? Who cares, right? It's all about the product, it's about you. But I think it's good to put me the last person because I learned such a lot of motivation and everything. So let's start with Mr. Ronald that you need to be grateful and you keep learning, keep going and everything. So such a move stop for me and go back to Miss C. Remember that she said about different body, different reaction, different solution. So remember about that. And go back to Mr. Eugene. He said about if you think wellness is expensive, try illness, even more expensive. Remember about his friend, his client that has to, had to spend up to 1.5 million. And Miss Berlin is very good. She talked about the what's the need for me is also in the Mr. Ronald, because it's all about giving out and how can you get back to you. So I want to start about you need to take care about yourself and then you can take care of others. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so talking about this, I personally asked to be the last person to give talk because petang tadi I was the first person, so it will be different kind of vibe. So this is all my achievements. So who cares? This is one of my biggest achievements. 10 years ago, I was diagnosed stage 4 cancer, Hodgkin lymphoma. Terminal stage, already announced DIL, death implant, and already treated palliative care. Okay, long story short, 10 years until now, I'm a cancer survivor. Again, somehow, Mr. Ronald, the so what who cares doesn't really apply to me because we care about the products. You need to know about the science because I already got a lot of message, email to how can these, they call it speakers, can be benefit, others. Like, how can this, how it works and everything. So today is my job to tell you, to explain and to educate you how the mechanism of action, okay? So this is 1 year later, I paralyzed for 6 months. I recovered for 1 year, and this is the first appearance in Berita Harian, and I was appointed to be the 2030 Malaysian Cancer Icon. All right. So another achievement that I just want to share with you, if you ask any Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia who is the most handsome cancer patient, wow. This is me.
Wow.
Oi, oi.
Gampang.
I know, usually I have to make very special for the night. Because for the evening session, I didn't put the display.
Before after.
I'm so shy. So this is what happened. I always blame PKP. The weight gain because of the PKP, and as a people in the clinical and learn about nutrition, I always thought that air fryer is good. If you feel like no oil and everything, but somehow it didn't. Like it doesn't. It's just about what kind of food you put in the air fryer. It's a processed food. I love tempura. I remember the government gave the view, VIU percuma every day, and I can watch, like nobody business, all Korean dramas. Right. And I keep eating, until I realized I become this fatty buku. Try again. But somehow, there is trend last 2 years about, remember about the ketogenic diet? Remember about this intermittent fasting? I started to do it, and somehow it doesn't really work because I couldn't control the hunger. Okay? So remember, we have a lot of SKU release in Lifewave, okay? And one of them is SP6. Okay, let me remind you, not all work instantly, like Mr. Eugene said, put 5 minutes, gone. Okay, some takes time. You need to be patient, consistent, persistent. Alright? So what happened to me, okay, to be part of it is not just to
So cute.
pass 5 minutes and become like that.
It's so cute.
It's more on, perseverance, okay? Including, remember the 3 pillars of health? One of them is the nutrition and the exercise. But somehow, when I put SPC here, okay, remember, maybe next time, we're gonna do this class, what we call the meridian point, the acupoint. You know how to use the right way, the patch.
Yeah.
And I already studied the 14 books, and maybe we can share to all of you. But somehow, the point is important, okay? Being registered for the MBA is the point here and point here, but somehow you can use everywhere, but don't be a polka dot tendency. Remember there is one time I saw these people of patch there, patch there,
Yeah.
patch there.
Yeah.
It's like a polka dot.
Yes.
But why? See,
Zoe.
we can laugh about it, but somehow it will cancel out each other. So,
Yeah.
okay, so please, ask your superior, ask your leader about what the right way, when the right way to.
Patch.
Okay lah. Sorry lah this one only for the night.
Oh. Oh, actually no.
Alright, Lifewave. Okay. Last time I did talk about photo vibration. Tonight I don't want to be, too sciencey, and I just want you guys to be more, leisure. And let's talk about something in the different perspective.
Okay.
Let's talk about something that you all familiar with, which is something that easy, crystal. Alright? So crystal. So I make, yeah, crystal, really crystal. So I be good at my education, everything. I love to learn. I got this Asperger syndrome. I can unsee whatever I see. I have a photographic memory. But somehow, because of that, I already, I always excel in my studies, but I fail in my relationship. It's okay, I become playboy now. I'm just kidding. I'm the most loyal person. Okay, so what happened? So one of these, I call it a Chinese girl, give me this rose spot.
Okay.
She said very good
For love.
Oh, as much as it's flexible, but somehow it works. Okay, and the crystal actually like quartz or obsidian have a specific healing properties that actually benefit your mind, body, and soul.
Yeah.
And people in Egypt, Greece, and China believe that crystal have these healing properties. Okay. But please, just because of this, do not, okay? This is the disclaimer, you can never replace medical treatment from a qualified professional, okay? So you must, you have to talk to a certified person to talk about kesehatan. Okay, now, rakyat Malaysia, this is statistics study. They always go for supplement bila sakit. When they get sick, they go for supplement. Remember, in medical we have two kind of category: the preventive and the curative.
Okay.
Okay? So when you got sick, you go for curative, see doctors, right? But if you don't want to go, if you don't want to get sick, you want to prevent yourself, so you go for supplement. That will be the normal, the norms. But somehow in Malaysia, bila sakit baru cari supplement, bila sakit using the crash. Remember, the best usage for the best is always about prevention. Okay? So prevention has two meanings. The first one is to prevent yourself to get sick, And the other one to prevent yourself, if you got sickness,
Hmm?
prevent to become complicated. It's never about cure. Cure is always about bonus. Okay? So always talk to the professional. That's why I have to go to this disclaimer because petang tadi I finish this talk and then yes I go to the coffee and everybody asks me about I have this cancer, I have this I use this patch for 2 months, nothing's work and everything. You are in the curative mode. You
Right.
need factors. Okay? But somehow it helped to manage. I tell you what. Okay? Okay. What is the quartz in 2008 study shows that actually can start a fire and generate electricity. Why? Because the crystal has energy and humans are made of energy. Remember? Sim say that we are all living things and we powered by body heat. So that's the energy. Okay? And this is how the crystal reflect the colors and they give the energies
Mm.
and the color reflect the frequency and vibration from the light. Okay? So I hope you understand this because at the end of the day, we see the visible light under the microscopic level is contain a lot of color, 7 colors. It's all about the frequency and wave. And most of the energy we got come from the sun.
Yes.
And the sun actually emits gamma ray, X-ray, UV ray, visible light, infrared, microwave, and radio wave. Today we would like to focus on the infrared because infrared has 3 types: near infrared, medium infrared, and far infrared. Tak perlu apa tak masuk periksa, just remember. Scientist, I'm coming to the biology class. Why I talk about infrared? Because our body, kucing, pokok produce infrared. So that's why you see when we put the patch on human or kucing or pokok, it works.
Mm.
Our body produces infrared and this infrared has a therapeutic healing. I'm not plugging from the sky, I will show you the evidence. I must say you think that, oh, another scientist and looks like Albert Einstein, but look at me, different, right? I'm a different kind of scientist because I want you guys to know and understand that when our body emits infrared, actually you giving healing ray to others too and to yourself. Okay, that's why I want you guys to be happy because the happiness state is the most highest form of infrared in your body. When you happy, not only you become healthy, but you giving people more healthier than you.
Mm.
That's why you have to be happy. And how to be happy? Be in love. Please be in love. Alright? Okay? If somehow your partner treat you like an option, leave him like a choice. Okay? I want you guys to be in love because the awesome feeling in the world is just to love and be loved in return.
Wow.
And that's why you get this happiness. What happened? You become sad. Sadness. It started to reduce the amount of infrared.
Itu saya,
Okay?
saya.
And even worse, even you get this.
Itu saya.
Wow, depression.
Yeah.
If you get sadness and depression, I must say that if you use patch, any type of patch from the Lifewave, it doesn't work. Because it uses body heat as in infrared to power it. To start to give the healing effect. So that's why, again, the CEO, the founder, and the inventor, the scientist, is very, very genius. It comes from another scientist to another scientist because that's why he created the energy water. Because he knows about this. And you don't know, you don't have like ours. We have this photo, we have a photography lab to check all this infrared. He knows about this when people don't have infrared, especially sadness people or sad people or depression people. So he started to produce this shine and green. It's not about the essential oil, guys. It's just to just the marketing to use that energy water, but it's the energy inside. When you use the energy water, your body become like this. Yeah. So that's why you always carry energy water with the patch. Okay? So it just to give more infrared in your body.
Okay.
And I must say it's genius. Okay? This is all the diagram. What happened to your body? Okay? In the certain state of feeling, okay, anxiety, content, pride, shame, and anything. So the best is always happy. I want to be okay. I want you guys to be happy, be positive, and then use that. Okay, boleh faham kan? Ada lagi kawan ni pada getting more fine and fine. Right. So I make it very very simplified in here. Okay. So again, I don't pluck from the sky or the data. As a scientist, we are evidence based, and this is this is a general talk about biological effect and medical application of infrared radiation. You can see here that actually infrared can carry out photostimulation and photobiomodulation that actually benefiting the wound healing and cancer treatment. So I want you guys to understand how important to have this infrared. Okay? This is the normal typical medical appliances to use infrared. I'm not going to name a brand, but there is one seluar and one baju with all this infrared. But it still works because it's infrared. But somehow you have to understand it's all about the technology inside it. This is not sticker, it is a medical device patch. Okay. Because the near infrared is the deepest, can go up to the bone, up to your DNA. Okay? About the butterfly, it's still emit infrared, but remember your body also produce infrared, right? Okay, so this is all about infrared, but how to make sure that you get the benefit from the infrared. So when you get this infrared, it's up to your DNA, and this is the mechanism of action. You don't need to understand, but somehow this is the evidence base because the mechanism of action is needed when we want to register. We want to register FDA, KTM, and everything. So meaning that everything that the patch in the Lifewave is already certified because of this. And this is all the benefit, and you need to understand one of them is the anti-inflammatory effect, the energetic effect like ice wave, ion, and stimulation, the cell metabolism like Okay. So the process for photobiomodulation is just like we get vitamin D from the sun. Okay, very easy. Or the photosynthesis by the plants. Okay, so the plant get the vitamin, but get the sun ray, and then what happens? The sunlight, and then it produce the oxygen. So the photo is the light, biology, human living, and it change. And this is the photobiomodulation benefit according to the journal, and one of them is activate stem cell. And I like when Gino said about finding a product can activate stem cell at cost of $100, right? Mine last time around 30K. So this one is really, really good. Okay? And this is the patch. Yeah, finally. Tentang tadi terbalik kan? Okay? So this is the patch, and this is all the other product. It has a different benefit, and this is how it works. The 3R. So when people ask you how it works, this is the 3R. The first one is reflect, meaning that when our body produce the infrared, and then the patch will reflect the infrared, and the second R, it will retain the infrared. Okay, at certain point, and the very point is connected, and then what happened? The last R, it will resonate. Okay, meaning that it will trigger and activate. For X39, it resonate for the GSK copper or copper peptide to activate stem cell. So to get more understanding on this mechanism, I show you one video. Let's say this is the stem cell, and this one we use a silent night. doesn't work. But when we change to X39, you can see that it started to activate. So this is how it works. Okay, on the patch. Okay, so very easy to know this. Okay, so this is what we call the resonance. Okay, and how it works? The stimulate specific point, and this is what we call the meridian point, the acupressure point. So this is produce the health benefit unique to each Lifewave patch. So remember, I'm a scientist. I got a lot of stuff in my life, and I can detect which I can decipher David's work.
Wow.
But I respect him. But I just want you to understand, it just work. Okay? You need just to believe it and use it, and you need to share it. Okay? Next. Finally, you become Thanos now.
Wow. Wow, amazing.
Finally, like let's say the obsidian will absorb the bad, the negative feeling, and then like the rose quartz give you feeling. Somehow it works like the patch. Silent night, Aeon, Carnosine, we have Accentina, Astrogen, so different because I have a different frequency. So at the end of the day, from this to this specific wavelength, and because the specific wavelength, that's why it names Lifewave the brand. And I would then one of the founders or the father of scientists, the Albert Einstein said the future medicine will be the medicine of frequency. I believe the David is following the step.
Okay.
So you guys stay tuned, stay focused, and the medicine of frequency is the future medicine, and this is what we ventured. Okay, and we have specific wavelength, specific color. Remember, we are now at the stage of infrared. So we have another. So imagine when we have all those colors and we fetch and everything. So I believe the algo is just a business science. Okay? And this is the relation between the light, the frequency, and the wave. And I want to show this in my very good reference for me because I'm a cancer patient. I treat a lot of, I'm a second opinion to a lot of cancer patients. So we use a specific frequency, okay? I'm not going to name which patch, okay? But somehow it's a specific frequency. Remember, we're using 7.83. According to this journal, it can inhibit the growth of the cancer cell. So let's say you guys have a client or patient or family who got breast cancer, HER2 positive, very aggressive type. So you can inhibit the growth of the cell cancer, but it's not cure, right?
Yeah.
True, but you can help to manage. So always focus on the manage and always think about the cure is the bonus. Okay? So after you inhibit the growth of the cell cancer and then the immune system start to spike up and it will start to have a healing process. Now, at the end of the day, all the patch have the specific wavelength, give the specific benefit. That's why I call it the resonator. Okay? And it's powered by the infrared, or you call it as a body heat. So that's why you need to drink more.
Right.
Because it retains the infrared. So you become slightly dehydrated, so you need to drink more. And I'm the people who involved in a lot of product commercialization, product development, and product research. To have MDE is very memang susah.
MMVR.
Okay?
Okay.
So the fact the company got this MDA is something we can practice in the brand, right?
Ambil gambar ni.
So before we need to resonate our body with the life wave. Okay? So this is the benefit. Before I end my speech, I want to say something. We always bombarded with this term. Okay? Kesian orang petang tadi tak dapat more information kan? Okay. Sebab petang tadi pun kita dah okay kan? Okay, maybe you can share this. Maybe you can share this to this yang petang tadi. We always bombarded with this term called scientifically proven and clinically validated. But you can look at the previous presentation of the sharer. It's all words clinically validated, clinically validated. So in medical world, the gold standard is clinically validated, meaning that the Lifewave is a gold standard product with the highest standard to give the therapeutic effect. Because the clinically validated is tested on human, patented, and proven effective and safe. But let's say the product say the scientifically proven, meaning it just tested in the lab and has potentially to do product. Okay? So with that, thank you very much.
Very good.
Thank you very much, Dr.Redza. Rahman, sekali lagi. Betul lah kata Jesse. Siapa orang yang datang petang ni dapat budak. Diskaun yang petang tu malam ni dapat bonus semua. So that's the reason why every time when there's an event held by Lifewave, regardless of venue and time,